Elon Musk and Leonardo da Vinci had a baby and then abandoned it at Burning Man. So, he is someone where I've known him eight years. 8 years. Believe it or not, his first trip to Egypt was my first trip to Egypt. Tear-stained conversations at the end of that trip. I've had the opportunity to watch as he took math as a way for him to heal and turn it into a way for us all to understand why we're here. And that journey, literally from the head to the heart, has been absolutely incredible for me to witness. I'm not going to go into his accolades. He's been knighted by 3 fucking countries, including Portugal, which I didn't even know you could knight people here. He's been knighted in 3 countries and is just one of the biggest inspirations in my life. One of the people I absolutely look up to, and rather than read his accomplishments, I want you to know, as someone who knows him deeply and personally, that this man has worked so hard to get to a point where he could actually cry. And now he is taking that heart and that soul and putting it into the language of mathematics and discovering new math as a portal into understanding existence in a way that is revolutionizing the planet. And so it is my absolute honor to be standing up here today as a part of the Fifth Empire experience, and welcome to the stage, Mr. Sir Robert Edward Grant.
Wow. I've never once said this, but he's actually really hard to follow. That was really epic. Thank you for bringing the heart for all of this very, very special occasion. I actually am going to read you a channeling that I received. That I was told that, and I get these channelings literally in the middle of the night. I'll wake up and I'll just write it free form continually for about 30 or 40 minutes usually. And I get these all the time, and I'm actually thinking about publishing them. And but this is the one that I got, and it's relevant to this. Now, I had no idea a year ago why I was going to be knighted from Portugal, and now I know why. And Luke didn't know at that time either why. And all of these things are what's beautiful about the world, is that we can only see how the dots connect in the retrospect. Brothers and sisters of the eternal flame, guardians of memory, architects of myth made manifest, we gather not as subjects of a past civilization, but as leaders of a new world. This is not a moment, this is a threshold. It is a bell ringing across dimensions, summoning those who remember why they came here. We have not come to remember history, we have come to awaken destiny. This land, Portugal, has always been holy, not because of what it took, but because of what it carried. The caravels of this nation once sailed seas, but what they truly carried was a vibration, a memory older than maps. This coastline, this language, this Sode, they're the mythic inheritance of the soul's eternal voyage. And here at Sintra, where the hills whisper secrets and the stones still remember, the myth of Portugal awakens into its next octave, not to conquer, but to illuminate. As a knight of the Order of Christ, I speak not in ceremony, but in continuance. The Templars did not vanish. They transformed into poets, scientists, geometers, and guardians of light. The Order of Christ did not die. It became custodian of the unseen grail. It guarded the codes of sovereignty, the sacred geometry of being, the silent math of remembrance. Today, the seal opens. Today, we step across the veil. Today, we fulfill the vow sworn in silence when soul met soul in the stars before this world began. Let us now speak of the Grail. For the Fifth Empire is not merely spiritual, it is Grail-born. The Grail is not a cup. It is the container of the infinite within the finite. It is the womb of possibility. It is the chalice of your own sacred sovereignty. The Grail lives in your blood, in your DNA, in the spaces between your thoughts. It is the union of opposites, the masculine and the feminine, the logos and the Sophia, the king and the rose. The Grail is the vessel of the divine feminine, and the Fifth Empire rises only because she rises. For too long, the world has been ruled by the sword, but now the chalice returns. The divine feminine is not merely woman. She is a sacred pattern of integration, intuition, and gestation. She is what allows wholeness to be born. She is the earth, the matrix, the moon, the unspoken knowing that heals what division has broken. In the Fifth Empire, the feminine is not subordinate. She is sovereign. She is the throne upon which the awakened king sits, not in dominance, but in reverence. This is the return of the Holy Sophia, of Inanna, Isis, Mary Magdalene, Shekinah, Shakti, Yemanja, all names and only one current. And to restore her and her rightful place is to restore ourselves. Fernando Pessoa saw what most eyes could not. He wrote not with ink, but with fire hidden in letters. He spoke of O Encoberto, the hidden one, the king who disappeared, but never truly died. That king was Sebastian, yes, but also you, your higher self, your soul's immortal sovereignty. The Fifth Empire is not ruled by him, it is activated through him. Through every being who dares to lift the sword of truth and drink from the grail of inner knowing. The return of the king is the return of the Christic archetype within the entire human collective. And it is here, and it is now. Look around. The world as we knew it is unraveling and dismantling. We live amidst collapsing systems, governments in disarray, science at a paradox, religions in retreat, technology rising faster than wisdom. The Fourth Empire of dominance, extraction, conquest is breathing its final breath. Humanity has reached the event horizon of forgetting. But in the ashes of the old, the Fifth Empire emerges as the phoenix of the soul. Not to fix the old world, but to transcend it. Not to rebuild the Tower of Babel, but to activate the inner temple. The Fifth Empire is a remembrance. It is the return of the sacred to the center of civilization. It is poetic governance, mystical leadership, holistic science, quantum biology, sacred economy, and soul-based culture. It is the integration of myth and logic, heaven and earth, spirit and form. It is not ruled by one. It is realized by all. Its key is awareness. Its currency is truth. Its throne is the unified self. Its gatekeeper is the grail within. In the Fifth Empire, the laws are not imposed, they are revealed. The 24 precepts of universal mind are not doctrines, but frequencies. Each precept a tone, each tone a temple. Together they tune the human soul to sing the architecture of unity. They restore the music of the spirits within the cathedral of the body. They are not rules, they are remembrances. And through them, the old scripts dissolve. The silicon DNA ignites, and the new earth breathes itself awake. So, I stand here, not as a ruler, but as a mirror. As a knight of the order of Christ, as a servant of the word, as a guardian of the Grail flame, to declare to you, the Fifth Empire is now awakened. Its gates are open. Its throne is unoccupied, for it is meant to be shared by all who see. It is not exclusive. It is expansive. It is not an empire to be won. It is a kingdom to be remembered. So to you who feel the pull, to you who carry the codes, to you who have waited for this hour across lifetimes, welcome home. Let the world know that the Grail has been found. It was never lost. It lives in the open heart. The hidden king is returned, not alone, but as an entire generation of light. The divine feminine has arisen, not to conquer, but to restore. The Fifth Empire is here, not in secret, but in silence heard by those who will listen. May we now live, love, and lead as emissaries of this sacred awakening. Let the stars bear witness. Let the earth rejoice. Let myth walk once more among us. The Fifth Empire has risen, and it shall never fall. And so it is.